Welcome to Catherine's Low-Income Prepping / Survival. And today is May the 6th, 2024. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. I'm hoping it comes out a little bit better than the last one did. Again, I apologize for the shaking about the truck one and the slowness of the video before. All right, so today we got a collar for the dog. Yes, it's a support animal collar. I'm going to bring it over here to you. Come here, Bucky. Come here, Bucky. And this is Bucky, the Wonder Dog. As you can see, there's a nice collar on there. I don't know if you can see what it says. It says support animal. Just let me put him down. He doesn't like, oh, geez, that hurt. You got me, Bucky. But, yeah, let me get this here, and I'll be right back with you. All right, see, this is Bucky's new collar. See, it says support animal. All right, let's put this back on you, Bucky, and then I'll let you go. All right, and he always sits down here at my feet when I'm doing these videos. So my mouth still hurts from my dentistry that I had done, and I did some work today. I checked out that 30-06 Woodmaster that I have, and I had completely torn it apart and cleaned it up and went over all the little parts, and everything looked like it was fine. The firing pin looked fine. I got some snap caps off of Amazon. I think I showed those in one of my videos. It turned out that they actually work quite well, and I recommend those. And the 45s too, I chucked them out in my Judge. It shoots both the 410 and the 45 long Colt. And you know I got the rifle for the long Colt, so lever action Henry. So anyhow, I figured that'd be good for hunting around here and when I go camping and stuff. So anyhow, everything's good, other than the fact my mouth still hurts. It's been, let's see, almost a whole week now. Tomorrow will be a whole week. And they gave me Oxycontin for a little while, or oxycodone as they call it. I was hoping that that would stop the pain, but it did. But, you know, I had to take aspirin too at different times during the day on top of it, because I really didn't want to take it all. I don't like the idea of taking narcotics like that. And so, but anyhow, today all I've taken was aspirins and naproxen, which is like an ibuprofen, and that was it. So let's see how the night goes, and I might take a sleep aid aspirin tonight from the Dollar Tree or $1.25 tree. Tomorrow I got to go out shopping, so I'll be doing half the food shopping tomorrow. That's the goal. And check my truck out, and I got to buy some things so that I can finish caulking up different parts and buy some adhesive to adhere pieces of wood in the back of the truck, which you'll see when I'm done and I've painted it all. I'm going to wait till I paint it, probably Thursday or Friday. So it's been raining here the last 3 days, so I wasn't able to go get it and do any work on it. So I figured since I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow, I'll go ahead and I'll see what I can get. Got a little bit of frog in my throat this morning, or today. It's actually evening. I hope you're all doing fine. As I understand it, supposedly Hamas and Israel are supposed to have worked out a peace plan, ceasefire, which is good. I'm hoping that that holds up and makes the world a little bit better, I guess. It's always wonderful. It's another day here in paradise in this apartment building. As I've said, I don't get along good with my neighbor. And sometimes I wish, and it's a terrible thing to say, I wish she would just have an accident, But anyhow, there's Tammy. She came in to say hi. She's got her striped shirt on today and a white hat, I guess. And there you go. See, there's the white hat. What does it say on it? It says Trump. It's her Trump white hat.
Yeah.
I think I got her a red hat, too.
Yeah.
Yes, I got her a Trump red hat. Except for we're careful where we wear that. Believe it or not, a guy went shopping at a Walmart. I think it was a Walmart or a Publix. He went in and bought some eggs and some milk and stuff. And then he decided why he was making his little shopping trip to do this. He scratched this woman's car that had Go Brandon on the side of it. And so what he didn't realize is that by scratching the door and the fender, she was going to have to repaint the whole part of the car. Well, that went over $1,000, and there was a video of it. So the police showed up at the guy's house, and he wasn't even aware of why they would even be there. Well, that's destruction of private property, and because it was over the 1,000, it became a felony. So they went ahead and arrested him. His wife was so angry at him, it was almost funny to watch. Called him stupid because, excuse me, she called him stupid because of what he did. I think I would have called someone stupid for that too. When you got to pick your things, he could have waited till she came out and drove up and looked at him and said, or he could have looked at her or him or whoever it was that was driving that car and just said, you must be insane to support Trump. I support Trump, but I don't go around with it on my sleeve because there's lots of nutcases out there. This world is full of nutcases. Look at all the people in the colleges that are carrying on, screwing things up again. I've seen this like multiple times in my life. There was the Black Lives Matter crap. There was the thing, no, police officers should not hurt black people, and police officers shouldn't hurt white people. So all lives matter. And if that bothers somebody, that's too bad. It's the way I feel. And being an American, I get to feel that way. I think some of these Palestinian people, or wannabe Palestinian people that wear these headdresses at the college and stuff, I'd actually go live under the Hamas Authority for a while and see what it's like and see if they still feel as strong for them as they do. And yes, I know, it's terrible that all the Palestinians die. I don't say that Israel's right for bombing the whole place. I personally would have set my army up, surrounded the Gaza Strip. If I was Netanyahu, I would have just walked down through it and just slowly cleaned every tunnel out until it got to the end and just killed the Hamas. And yes, some of the Hamas are Palestinians. And yes, some of them aren't. Some of them are from outside players, bad actors, like Iran. Well, and then, there's some of the other countries around there, and Syria and a few other places, that support Iran and Hamas and Hezbollah. I mean, come on. People want peace. I think the world would be a great place if we could just all be peaceful and get along. But I don't see that happening. That's kind of what they say, the perfect world. I don't know. I know if I was president and I could get elected, which I think I have as much of a chance as a snowball in hell, I would tell everyone, say, look, if you want your constitutional rights here in America, you got to honor other people's constitutional rights. If you want to believe in your religion that you want to believe in, you need to believe in everyone's right to their religion. And you need to leave people alone who don't want religion shoved down their throat. And this was a country built on freedom of choice. We have freedom of choice, just like in the Bible, which I've read cover to cover. I've read the Quran. I've read the Bible. I know what they all say. I know what the Jewish version of the Bible says. I know what some of the other religions say. because it was one of my majors in college. Here's the thing. We are people. We're human beings. Everyone makes mistakes. What we have to do is learn from our mistakes. We have to learn from the past. If you don't learn from the past, you're doomed to repeat it. You know, I personally think that if we pulled our soldiers out of most countries and we just left a few bases here and there and, the ships in the oceans and the threat of the nuclear war, which, I mean, Putin wants to have a nuclear war. It's only obvious. He's a madman, you know, but he is in charge of Russia and the Russian Federation. If you notice, the Russian flag has multiple stars. It's kind of like our 50 stars we got up here on the flag back here. The different states of the Soviet Union that used to be. And I think he kind of wants to bring back the Soviet Union. But then again, so, then we got us. We're in all kinds of countries all around the world. We've got countries all around China. China is building a strong military. Well, yeah. I mean, we've got them surrounded. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, we always think we're right because we're America and we're good, and I think we intend to be good. I think we try to be good and right, but we can't even take care of our own country right now. We have all these foreigners coming across the border. Put a wall up. Put the army on the border. Turn these people around. Tell them, go to the gates. When they get to the gate, then they can come in and they can be fingerprinted and processed and ID'd and their backgrounds checked. And if they don't pass, don't put them on a plane to Chicago or New York or San Francisco, Seattle. Why don't we just put them on a plane back to their country? Hand them $500 and say, just stay there, please. If you come back up here, we'll put you in prison the rest of your life. What they did by crossing the border in the river, and I understand why they did it. They want to come to a free country. They want the American dream. But you know what? They need to learn to do things the right way. When I was growing up, some of my best friends was a Mexican family. And they came here illegally. They came here the right way. They came up. They got work permits or whatever it is, the green card, or I don't even know if they had a green card when I was a kid. And their families worked and saved money and they bought houses. And they followed the American dream and they did it the right way, So everyone wants it the easy way. Everyone wants it to be one happy world. Well, this isn't one happy world. This is the United States of America. And there's good and bad, But, I personally think the whole thing about all these people coming to our country is to overload our social system. And then they're going to say, well, we need more social things. And we need, what is that called? Where they pay everybody money that can't work. It's not the SSI. They'll do away with SSI welfare and all those things. And it's called, what do you call it? Income, where they pay people. It's, what's the name of that thing where they give people money? What do you call it? Income? Tammy? What? What's the thing they do when they give everyone money? Stimuluses. No, not stimuluses. When everyone gets a check below a certain universal income, yes. I think that's what they want to do. Thank you. I think that's what they really want to do. I think they want to burden our country so that we turn into a third world country. And all these other countries, China, Russia, North Korea, they're all laughing at us. You got a spoiled little brat in North Korea that's running around, and he's got weapons of mass destruction. And we went into Iraq and killed this guy, Hussein, because he had weapons of mass destruction. Well, what about North Korea? They got weapons of mass destruction. He keeps threatening to blow up places in America, like burn America down and stuff. How come we haven't taken care of him? Okay, I probably pissed off a lot of different people out there, and I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe if you like my rant. But, and I believe that we need to pull our soldiers and our people out of all these countries and consolidate ourselves here and take care of Mexico and take care of Canada. You know, maybe try to figure out some type of legal corridor that, to go to Alaska, you have to cross into Canada to go to Alaska, which is part of the United States. You can just take a boat and go over to Hawaii, to Puerto Rico. You don't need a passport. All you have to do, because Puerto Rico is a territory of ours, you know. Um, Hawaii is a state. You can go there. But because you got to drive into Canada to get to Alaska or fly, and it's got all these burdens if you fly and everything now they put on you just to get on a stupid plane. I mean, our life's so complicated. We've got people charging us tax when we work, and then maybe you get some of that back, and then they charge us tax when we buy groceries and gasoline. There's charges of taxes on our cell phones. There's taxes on our internet. There's taxes on our tires when we buy them, and there's disposal fees, and there's some. We're being nickeled and dimed to death. The people of America are being nickeled and dimed to death. If you don't believe that or you don't agree with me, comment. Tell me what you think. Don't just blow this off. I would really like to hold a conversation with you here online. You can write me in other videos, whatever you want to do. Boy, it's warm up here upstairs. I've lived here in America all my life. I've been to quite a few other countries on my job. This is, I wasn't always on a fixed income. I wasn't always, in a place that has got subsidized rent. I wasn't always in that situation. I actually made money at one time. I had my own house for a while. This is all ridiculous stuff. It's just totally ridiculous. Come on, people. We need to get our acts together. Remember to stick up for your Second Amendment rights. Stick up for your first, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and so on. Do you know what they are? Maybe you should think about what they are. I bet you most people out there don't even know how many amendments there are. I bet you they don't even know the Pledge to Allegiance anymore. So, it's kind of sad. This is not the country that I grew up in back in the 60s. This is not the same country. Things have changed. I'm not talking about good, bad, black, white, pink polka dotted, gay, straight, lesbian, transgendered, brown hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, whatever, I'm not talking about race. I'm not talking even about whether it's Christians or Catholics or Muslims. I'm talking about everyone wants the world to be the way they want it to be. Instead of allowing us, I swore it says somewhere in there we have a right to the pursuit of happiness in some of the documents of the United States of America. I think I remember that when I read it. Anyhow, I hope you're all doing good. I'll let y'all know what it's like tomorrow when I go shopping. I'll probably put out a video on Wednesday or Thursday. Y'all take care, and I wish you all the best. Hopefully my mouth is more healed up by then. Maybe my neighbor will move out sooner or later. Who knows? I have my own little Gaza Strip next door. So, anyhow, yeah. What can I say? I'd give anything to be able to move out to the woods and live in a cabin out there and have my goats and chickens and some garden and anything. And every time I start to get ahead, I get put back behind. I mean, I have to take care of my teeth. I have to pay for my own dental. I qualify for Medicare now, but it's only A and D. I don't get B. Um, because one of the jobs I worked for, they decided that they weren't going to pay my Social Security and never told me about it so that I could pay it. So I'm like so many credits short to get that. And if I had that, they would give me B. And then I could get C too. They only I get like 20 or 30 things every year from different places that offer me Part C coverage. All right. Well, anyhow, y'all take care. And if you're watching this, remember you too are the resistance. Have a great night.